Okay, welcome back to the channel. So we're looking for the next SYA here. It's already ran. It was an 18x if you bought it 1 cent. So if you want to buy into any metal stock, be it iron ore, gold, etc., if the price is down and you see the price going up in the future, that's probably a good time to buy, and you want to buy low, sell high. So I'm not sure where Sayona will go from here. Maybe they've maxed out at 1 billion. Maybe they could 4x from here. I don't know. But the focus on this is on global lithium, and can they follow Sayona's path from here? So we're going to look into that. So could global lithium be an 18x stock is the question. So interesting enough, Sayona Mining trading halt today. They bought this mine here in Quebec for $87 million USD for 60% of the mine. So turn that into Australian dollars, and 100% of the mine will cost 200 million, and the mine is slightly bigger than Global Lithium's mine. So that means you can buy the whole of, at the last traded price, you can buy Global Lithium at $35 million. You can buy the whole company if you bought for the last trade price, 35 million. So that does that mean that this is already a 6x from the price that Sayona paid for this project in Quebec? So there, you have to compare apples with apples. This Moblin one is on hydroelectricity. Maybe it's in a better mining area, but it is far away from the port, so you have to compare apples with apples. Do your research. Like, they have high. This is the Moblin one they bought. Big intersections, probably bigger than Global Lithium has at the moment, but they're in early stages. So you're paying 35 million and you're getting 8 million in cash. That's pretty good. And I'm not sure if I already said it, but the two biggest lithium mines in the world, or they're in the top three at least. Go to this one here. So this is Wodgina, Pilgangoora. If you Google, it says Greenbushes is the biggest. They do have the biggest grades. That's the 2% grade. These guys got higher tonnage, lower grade. So obviously Greenbushes is your pick because you always want to go with the lowest cost producer. So if they need less ore to get the same amount of thing as these guys, they're probably going to do it for less. So anyway, these two big ones are here. So maybe this is a diamond in the rough. And if I'm completely wrong, and if you know more than me about this, please say in the comments below, because I want someone to say, you're an idiot, their project sucks because of this and because of this. Or, am I right? That is what I want to find out. So look, market cap 35 million, 8 million in cash. What else can I say? So, funnily enough, this guy here, he was at the Pilgangoora project. So Pilgangoora is like 150 million tons. Jamie Wright speaks about this. He says that Brian Burke took that mine, Pilgangoora, from 0 to 40 million tons. So he's now at Marlborough doing the same thing. Whatever he does, he goes around, picks up the rock sample, says, yeah, we'll drill here. This looks good. We'll drill here. And they find it out. And they grow the tonnage. And it grows the share price. And that's all I care about. I care about other things too, don't get me wrong. So, anyway, they got a main road going through to the port. So look at this, to the port here. Comparing the companies. So for the tonnage in the ground too. Actually, if you go look for it, there's a presentation that their MD does on this slide. So he goes through it all. So you can listen to that if you want more information. So, core lithium, they're 108 kilometers to the port compared to Ortier, 600 kilometers. And the mine that Sayona just bought looks even further away from any port anyway, so that's going to add to costs. But remember, apples with apples, they might have some good grades close to the surface, easy to mine out. So anyway, 10 million tons. I think the one Sayona just bought out, not the Ortier one, was like 12 million tons, and they paid a 6x to what these guys have. So these guys, $251 a ton is what they're selling for. But remember, apples with apples. Maybe there's something I've missed, but it just looks like they're undervalued compared to their peers. And they're going to grow this resource. Like, remember that the two other biggest lithium mines in the world are in the same sort of rock source. So it's just going to grow. it could just grow, or maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. Time will tell. I'm just putting a little bit of money in there, and maybe it's gonna 10x, or maybe it goes nowhere. But that's the risk I'm willing to take. And it's an inferred resource, so it's not indicated. They have to drill it out to prove that. Tier 1 Pilbara Lithium Province. So let's just go slide for slide now. So this could be the next SYA, next significant upside, infrastructure rich. So let's go through this. Emerging hard rock lithium. So lithium hydroxide is from hard rock, and lithium carbonate comes from the brines. That's where you see like the salt lake, and they put it in, let the sun evaporate it, and lithium hard rock hydroxide is the one more desired one that goes into the batteries of the future. So if you do some research on that, you'll see that lithium hydroxide will be in more demand in the future. You can actually make hydroxide from carbonate, but it's another step, so it's another dollars added to that. So if you got lithium hard rock to hydroxide, can be cheaper than carbonate than hydroxide. So do more research on that as well. Um, where is that other one? So this here, look at this cost of brine and cost of that, but then hydroxide gets more. So green bushes, they get the concentrate, but if they process it, they get this much. So that's the margin. They make quite a bit. That's how much they get from just getting it out of the ground and selling it. And if they get it out of the ground and then process it in the mine, they get this much. And yeah, so do your research on hydroxide versus carbonate, and you'll soon see. And tell me if I'm wrong, but lithium hydroxide is going to be more in demand than lithium carbonate in the future due to it working better with the NMC 811 batteries, I think it is. So that's 8 parts nickel, 1 part manganese, 1 part cobalt. I think they want to get rid of the cobalt as well. So do your research and tell me, am I wrong or am I right on lithium hydroxide being more in demand in the future? So anyway, back to this. So just remember, these two biggest in the world by research, and guess where global lithium's tenements are? In the same sort of place. So this could be global lithium down here, 10 million tons, and they can go up here, and the share price is gonna follow. That's what I'm hoping. But if anyone can say a good reason why they're not gonna do it, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm looking for answers. I'm looking for faults here on why they're not gonna do it. But it seems to me that they can just keep mining, keep updating the resource, and they could grow being this big. And it's definitely worth the risk at the current price, in my opinion. In my uneducated opinion. But why is this Brian Burke guy? Why has he gone to work for them? Well, he's obviously getting paid, but he must see that they can grow this, and there is good reason there. I mean, do you go to work for someone if you don't believe in them? I don't know. I just don't know. So that's all I got to say. That this could be the next SYA. SYA is gone. Just forget about investing in SYA because you missed the boat. Okay, you might 4x from here, but is it worth the risk? I don't know. That's up to you. I wouldn't be investing in SYA because I've done enough research about them. One stock I did pick well was Novonix. Oh, down today, but I bought around 1.6 cents. No, whoa. I thought I bought around here somewhere, but I actually bought down here somewhere. Ooh, baby. And they've gone up. Novonix is, so lithium is about 2% of the battery. And although the demand for lithium, just only because it's 2% of the battery, doesn't mean that it's non-demand and you can't make money from it, because all the other metals, it seems like people already mine nickel for stainless steel, graphite for something else, but lithium, no one was making lithium for anything else, and I think it's just the batteries that are sending it up in price. So that's why it's probably in demand, because the industry isn't established. That's my opinion as well. So Novonix, I've got heaps of videos on them. They do synthetic graphite, which goes in the anode of the battery, and they're going to do the cathode side. And they know how to test batteries in weeks, not years. So they got all the information. So Novonix, you probably missed the boat. I wouldn't buy Novonix now, even though I do see Novonix still growing in the future. So anyway, this video was on GL1. Worth the punt in my opinion. I probably put like less than 1% of my portfolio, but after I make a few phone calls to these guys, I will maybe invest more. But then you also have to remember that there's clay lithium too, so if they can get lithium from clay and then turn it into lithium hydroxide for cheaper than these guys can get it from hard rock, then maybe this industry will die and all these mines will die off. I don't know. So stick to what you know, but if you don't know, maybe just only put money you can lose in there, and things you're more sure about, put more money in them. So this video was just a silly video talking about this company, and what else are you gonna do with your life? Seriously. Anyway, so that's it from me. I'll keep updated with the stocks. Some other stocks I didn't buy that I was looking at, VRX. They have a sand mine. They said they were gonna make roughly spend 30 million on to build the mine, and each year they're gonna make 14 million dollars from processing silica sand, which goes into glass and stuff like that. But really, is there any demand in glass? Um, and is it more demand in, like, silica sand also goes into cement? Different silica sand for different things. But yeah, I wasn't really interested in them. Didn't see any growth in silica sand. Also, it's hard to research silica sand because there's not a lot of information on there as opposed to lithium and all that. So that's why I didn't buy in there, because it wasn't really a growth industry in my opinion. Although these guys will say it's a growth industry. Remember, everyone who's the leader of a company is going to say the company is the best, even though sometimes the company is just really not the best. Okay, so silica, I didn't invest in these guys. FPX Nickel, another company I already own but I didn't invest in. They actually will be a low cost producer once they get going, but they have a large capital cost. And also to buy them from Australia, I have to transfer them into my international account and then purchase them, and then can't remember if I can look on the platform. I don't really look at them, but they're pretty good as well. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I just want to keep more in cash. Although I did buy quite high in these ones. I'm not going to say where, but quite high. Though these guys are pretty good. They're going to be the lowest cost producer in the world. Elon Musk might do a deal with these guys. But the reason they're up here, this is Global Lithium. I think Global Lithium is down here somewhere and has the room to grow, where these guys already grew a bit, even though I see quite a bit more growth in them as well. But I think Global Lithium, you might be getting in at the bottom. So getting in the bottom, and remember, you don't just, where are we? SYA, ASX. Remember these stocks, like, you can buy in. I saw my share price double in Avonix, just hold it, and it went crazy. So remember, it doesn't happen overnight. It's many nights. Like, you could have bought at SYA, and oh, look what happened here. Let's go 5 years. And you could have just seen your share price going down, down, down. But if you knew what the company was doing and didn't look at the price, more at what they were doing, you just hold on. And then one day, before you know it, it goes up 30%. The next day, goes up and up. So maybe you buy in these days, you hold it, nothing happens for a while. Look at any stock, it doesn't happen overnight. So you could buy this stock, you could buy Global Lithium, you could hang around, do nothing, but it doesn't mean it's not going to in the future. Like, if the path is clear and you believe in the path, you just hold on. And yeah, so it doesn't happen overnight. So remember, when you buy in, it goes down and up and up and down and up and down. Just do research on the company, not the share price. So that's it from me. I'll see you in the next video. Global Lithium, tell me your thoughts in below. Is it the next big thing? Will they follow in the footsteps of these two other big mines? Or will they wither away to nothing? And will lithium clay producers just kill off the industry of hard rock? Who knows? So tell me your thoughts below. I want to hear them because this video was made for me. And if you're watching, that's good for you. Amen. See you in the next video. And any share you think's good, I want to hear in the comments below. Tell me why it's good first. Don't say it's going to go up, because there's so many idiots out there buy shares, they don't have a clue. And maybe I don't have a clue either, but tell me your thoughts below. Why a good company and why it's going to grow substantially in the future. I'd love to hear it. Amen.